I'm going to share 2 things that helped me connect more deeply with potential donors and raise way more money. Early on in my fundraising career, I was not a great conversationalist. I'm a natural born introvert. I'd grown up a shy child. I've always been a man of few words. And I can remember going into fundraising meetings literally shaking and sweating. I'd be in my head in these meetings thinking, what do I say next? It was crazy. But eventually, thank God, I learned a couple of really simple tactics that helped me to become a great conversationalist, connect more deeply with potential donors, and raise way more money. And I'm going to share those 2 things with you right now. First is an acronym that I learned, and the acronym is FORD. So anytime you're talking to somebody, you can talk to them about these 4 things, which is family, occupation, recreation, dreams, right? And so I've taken FORD and I've actually added a letter to the front and a letter to the back. So I call it P-FORDs. Okay, so I've added person, family, occupation, recreation, dreams, and struggles. You can literally use this acronym in any conversation to keep the conversation flowing and continue to ask questions of the other person, which will help all of your conversations feel more natural and organic. And eventually, you'll have to at first kind of remember the acronym, but eventually you'll internalize all of this and those questions will just flow out of you naturally, and you'll be in a whole different spot when it comes to connecting in conversation with other people. And then number 2 is the question, what's your story? This is the most powerful question that I asked in probably 90% of my fundraising meetings with people that I had never met. And it opened so many doors for me, right? It did 3 things in particular, right? Number 1, it showed the other person that I cared about them. Number 2, it helped them feel heard and understood, which is a deep desire of every single human being that you'll ever interact with. And third, it gave me permission to then share my story, which is an incredible tool that you can use, right? In my online course, I talk about this idea of gaining permission in conversation or in presentations, right? And so I might use the question, what's your story, so that I can then gain permission to share my story later on in the conversation. Or I might have someone visualize their dream so that I can then share my dream later on in the presentation, right? You get what I'm doing there? Now, obviously, you have to do this in a kind and genuine manner. You have to really want to hear the question, the answer to the question you're asking, right? And be genuinely interested in the other person. But it's a great tool you can use to guide the conversation in the direction that you'd like for it to go, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so if you're interested in taking your conversation and fundraising skills to the next level, check out the webinar that I'm going to link below and check out the online course that's mentioned in the webinar.